Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Cocky and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another SEC rival, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. Fair catch, called for and made. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. The give to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
He's got his man. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
To the air on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The AT unit on the field. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires the pass, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Power football with the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They're setting up the screen. He breaks a tackle.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called out one time in that loss last week. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Wide out in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Georgia! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. He'll bring it back from inside his spot, and the returner will be brought down. The offense set for a first down play. On the run, it's Alvarado. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
Georgia 21, South Carolina 0.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes the grab on the left. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
The fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward to this one.
Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year. And
Can anyone catch him? And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working.
Touchdown, South Carolina! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return.
1st and 10.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. They put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line will have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Makes his connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Dogs want to crank the tempo. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. Fast motion from the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Immediately fires to the middle. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to...
Fires and picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Safeties are in the back, and they have so much ground to cover. You see them. They can go sideline to sideline. Great job reading the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, going making the big turnover.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse. Gonna take a shot. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Going up top on first down. Quick completion on the out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's O'Connor. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Comes out throwing on first down. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Alvarado. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Trying to find his man on first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. Defense not showing press coverage. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He brought that thing out of the end zone with the idea of making a play, but he didn't even get back to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
That's a nice catch, and it's a good job staying in bounds. If the quarterback would just give him a little bit more room, maybe have a little bit more space to make a play. Instead, no gain.
Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to... And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The lone back's got it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. It's first down from the 37-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Bulldogs want to move quickly to the ground with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense gets him on the ground for the 4th time today, by the way. They've pressured him. He's still done an unbelievable job making completions. But you know what? Get him on the ground when he's got the ball. He can't make something happen. Keep hitting him. Keep getting him on the ground.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to run it back. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got us.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick 6, but he'll be stopped at the 31.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, or things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Keeps it on the bootleg. They're bringing heat. It's complete to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia 35, South Carolina 14.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets open down the middle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys, not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical.
Touchdown, Georgia! And the pummeling has started. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Gets it out quickly. Nifty little dance step. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Trying to get behind the defense. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
Quickly to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. He now has 80 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. They'll run the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs! And the beatdown has ensued. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And the South Carolina has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out. The Jimmys and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent to them.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Makes the catch down the right side. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Quarterback will audible. He'll come out throwing on first down. He'll take another shot here. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football.
He throws back across his body, and it's picked off.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Georgia going up tempo. Handoff to the single back. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Give him 96 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They'll go to the ground. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. A first down run on the doorstep. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to find.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
South Carolina, 20.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. They're working that left side. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, South Carolina.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. The give to the back. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.